How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Raffle Morales, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So today we're going to be taking a look at some brand new rumors coming in from you guys on Twitter, and this is sent to me by Sheely Ingley here, also known as @KitsumiPixie here on Twitter as well. And this was sent to me basically as a bit of a backup to the previous rumor I talked about yesterday, which was the potential that the next region in Pokemon being Generation 8, being based on the UK essentially. That's what it was all about. So I thought it'd be worthwhile to take a look at this actual, info here, what Sheely is saying and what it's all about. So let's read through it and what's being said here, and then also we're going to pop over to Bulba Garden here, which it has more info for us to go through. We'll start with the actual tweets here and see what's up. So here's what was sent to me. So Ruffled Rally, hi Ruffled. I wanted to talk about this on your next region is UK theory video. I heard this really old rumor a while back that the next gen will be in the UK. In this rumor that I read, it will have 4 gyms like Sun and Moon and have to beat each legendary Pokemon. So I was a bit like, okay, but like 4 gyms? There's no gyms in Sun and Moon. But then I realized, okay, she's talking about kahunas here. That's what the reference is to. And then you continue on here, actually, further up in part 2. Each legendary Pokemon do you have to face that they represent 4 original elements, like fire, water, wind, earth, from each island. I also heard the evil team called Team Mythical, and that they are after legendary element for Pokemon, or the elemental for Pokemon. I heard from this rumor, that the Mythical team's main goal is to capture 4 elemental Pokemon to get the final 5th legendary elemental Pokemon. The final 5th elemental Pokemon is a unicorn/Pegasus, and it represents light and darkness. Continue up into part 4. I heard that the unicorn/Pegasus Pokemon. This is not that this person even heard it. It's just that they read it from this actual post here, which is what they linked to me. Pokemon is going to be the mascot for both Gen 8 games. It has 2 forms: Dark form, which is Ghost Dark, and Light form, Fairy Psychic. But I heard that there's no counterpart mascot for unicorn/Pegasus Pokemon, and it's just forms. Okay, well, fair point. And then I also heard that in this same rumor, the starters Pokemon from all the previous generations, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but not 7th generation starters. I don't know if this rumor is legit or not, but it was the first rumor that I ever heard, that I had read. I will give you the link. And then I was linked here by, KitsumiPixie here. I was linked to the actual post here, which is on Bulba Garden, which is actually where they kind of congregated a bunch of rumors together. So I'm going to read through this and see what we have to, what's in front of us here, what's it all about. There's actually several parts. I think it's split up into 2 parts or 3 parts. 3 parts. Okay, so there's 3 parts. Let's read through these. This has got a lot of information to go through. It's a pretty big rumor, so to say. And this is one from August 2016. This is an old rumor, guys. Very old. So let's start with the actual first part here. Region, Reginos, island based on Great Britain. Okay, the region will be split into 4 shires and follow the trial system like Alola, and also have 4 traditional gyms. Leaders of each shire will be called lords, expect a city based on London, castles, palaces, Stonehenge, and Hadrian Wall. Postgame has an underwater tunnel that leads to its French counterpart, which wouldn't that counterpart then just be Kalos? Either way. A villain team is Team Majestic. Their goal is to capture powerful Pokemon to use as weapons to take over the world. What a great motivation. They will attempt to capture all 4 legendary Pokemon to summon the secret 5th legendary. I mean, is it secret if it's on the box art? I don't know. The legendary Pokemon each live in a shire and are regarded as symbols of the classic elements: air, earth, fire, water. Now, in one sense, okay, so what they're saying here is, okay, this is going to be like the Tapus all over it. It's going to be like a Tapu type thing. You're going to have like Pokemon similar to the Tapus, and you're going to have like one final legendary that's summoned by having these 4 Pokemon combined into a freaking pie, okay? That's what it's trying to tell us here. And essentially that they're going to be, again, kahunas, but they're not called kahunas. They're called shires and lords, which honestly I would love that, because I was actually making a fan game. I'm still kind of working on here with like a team. I haven't really been too involved for the last time, and they've been just kind of working on their own. But basically our plan was to like make a region that was similar to kind of how Game of Thrones works, where you have different like kingdoms and like you've got lords, you've got wardens, etc. It's pretty cool, but I would love if this is actually a thing that ends up happening. So Scottish Shire, legendary water type based on the Loch Ness monster, symbol of the classic water element. This is where I feel like I don't trust you, my man. Legendary ground-type giant inspired by giant causeway myth, symbol of the classic earth element. Welsh Shire, legendary flying type based on the Wyvern, Wyvern? Wyvern? I don't know. Symbol of the classic air elements. English Eye, legendary fire type based on St. George's Dragon, symbol of the classic fire element. Okay. 5th legendary in box art for both games will be a winged dual type unicorn. One game has attack form / ghost dark, which we already read a second ago, and the one game has defense form, psychic fairy. One form makes it white, while the other form makes it black. It is a symbol of the classic ether element, void in Japanese. You will be able to crossbreed Mew and Mewtwo to hatch a Mew 3 in the daycare center. Yeah, this is where I don't believe you. Now, again, it's fun to read these because, like, sometimes there are sometimes hints of realism in these sort of things. Like, hey, I would have never believed that Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee were going to be real when I read the freaking 4chan leak on April the 1st. I would have never believed that to be real. I was like, oh yeah, really, sure, they're going to make, this makes sense. I would have never believed this, especially on April the 1st. But it ended up being real, you know what I mean? So, either way, you're able to crossbreed, The exclusive feature for this game will be Super Stones. This is one stone that permanently evolves a Pokemon's type and gives it 4 new moves. Only a select handful of Pokemon can evolve type, and they will be known as Super Pokemon. Pikachu, Fairy, but it cannot evolve into Raichu after this. Lapras, Dragon. Tauros, Steel. Hitmonlee, Dark. Muck, Ghost. Okay. Kabutops, Ground, Snorlax, Fighting, Weavile, Psychic, Zangoose, Ice, Flygon, Bug, Ho-Oh, Flying, and Lugia, Water. Lugia, sure, Lugia's included. The Super Stone translations were misinterpreted. These stones temporarily changed the typing of a handful of Super Pokemon in battle. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was thinking, like, if they changed, like, the typing just full on, it would be a little bit weird. But, hey, actually, this is a cool feature that I think would be really cool to see. Like, just think about that, right? We've had Mega Evolutions, which temporarily give you a new evolution. We've had we've now had the the Z moves, right? Which give you like a one-shot move that's super OP. Some Pokemon have exclusives, some Pokemon just have like normal ones or whatever you want to call them. But like this would actually be interesting. A Super Pokemon, basically like an ability where you basically make a Pikachu into whatever fairy type. Or another Pokemon. Just change the typing of your Pokemon in specific situations. I think that would be cool. I think it would add like a interesting twist to gameplay, but I don't think this would really be very likely to happen. But hey, they always try to like make like new features every time they reiterate a new generation. There always is some sort of new gimmick. Mega Evolutions are a gimmick. As well as Z moves are a gimmick. So this would just be another gimmick that I think would be actually really cool. So either way, these special Pokemon temporarily have 3 typings in battle and 3 secret moves unlocked, which replace their normal 4 moves, 1 move of each type. They also get surrounded by an aura that changes color depending on the type of the selected move. Then they have triple type combinations that will be available. Ground, Rock, Steel, Steelix, okay. Grass, Poison, Ground, Venusaur, oh shit, okay. Electric, Fairy, Dark, Pikachu. Really? Dark for Pikachu? I mean, I get Fairy typing, but Dark type? Really? I mean, okay. Fire Dragon Flying for Charizard, Water Ice Steel for Blastoise, Ghost Dark Psychic for Gengar, Water Ice Dragon for Lapras, Water Dragon Dark for Gyarados, though, I mean, would Gyarados even need this sort of thing? I mean, Gyarados already has, like, a Mega and stuff. Even Gengar has a Mega, and Blastoise, and Charizard, and Venusaur, and Steelix. So, I don't know. But anyway, Fighting Normal Psychic Lucario, Bug Dragon Flying Flygon, hey, Flygon gets some love. Bug Poison Rock Kabutops, Fighting Ice Normal Zangoose, Psychic Flying Ghost Ho-Oh, Psychic Flying Water Lugia, Psychic Flying Water Lugia, Psychic Fairy Normal Mew, Psychic Fairy Dark Mewtwo. Each game will have 8 Super Pokemon respectively. Fair enough. And then part 3. I am the person who gave the original Gen 7 Chinese leak and the new Gen 8 leaks. Gen 8 leaks were originally on Tumblr, and fans have been adding their own IDs which are not true. Super Pokemon, Mew 3, and triple types are not real. Okay. Well, that shit changed real quick. So this is the third part. So I guess all the shit up here that we just read is pointless. Oh, that was a waste of time. So I guess all of this is really pointless. Well, either way. So let's see. What do they say here, though? So, Gen 8 leaks were... Super Pokemon Mew 3. The image attached is all the correct details for Gen 8. I've cropped the post circulating the correct info, although this is the information in the bullet points. Gen 7 will be shorter than previous games. Okay, well, that was an obvious fact. That already happened. And that's why you can expect a quick follow-up of Gen 8. There are no Megas in Gen 7. Well, do you mean no Mega Evolutions? Mega Evolutions have been saved for Gen 8 as the region will attach to Kalos. UK, France, where Megas originate, go figure. Okay, the best news I can give you is that the remaining starter Pokemon will get Mega Evolutions, except for Gen 7 in the Gen 8 games. Okay, what? Oh, the starter Pokemon, right. The starter, I was like, is every Pokemon gonna get it? No, it's just starter Pokemon, gotcha. Greninja starts using his tongue as a slingshot with its, hands and sling water balls. Feraligatr will gain Dark type, Meganium will gain a fairy type, Typhlosion ground type, and Polion replaces Steel type with Ice. Superior gains Poison. There will be no other Megas. There will be two gen of starters for exclusives, exclusive to each Gen 8 game. 2 and 4 starters, /5 and 6 starters respectively. I'm so confused. So there will be no other Megas except starter Megas, which would be really lame if I'm going to be honest. I mean, yeah, sure, it would be cool to see like every starter get a Mega, but what about other Pokemon, you know, like actual Pokemon in those generations beyond the starters? Well, hey, I'd still be happy with this, in honesty. Just more Megas is just, the more the better, you know what I mean? But I've got to say though, so apparently according to this guy, which we, again, I don't know, because this is like a condensed version of this info, right? So there could be a way where like, so basically these are by 3 different leakers, which means that this person at the bottom here could be fake, and that one in the middle could be real, but the one on the top could be, you know, also real, but the one in the middle could be fake, but the one on the third one could be real, but the first one and the second one could be real, and it's confusing as shit, but you get the point. All of these have a potential of being real, or all being fake, or being nitpicked like here and there, or one of them is slightly real, another one's slightly, you know, fake, etc. On this one, I don't know what he's talking about, a slingshot with its hands and a sling water balls. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And he's claiming that he gave the Gen 7 Chinese leaks and the new Gen 8 leaks. Well, Gen 8 leaks, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. The Chinese leaks were leaked by the Chinese leaker. The Chinese, you know, Riddler. So I'm not sure what that's supposed to say, but hey, it is what it is. So, I don't know. This sounds interesting to me. I mean, this means that we've, at least in the past, like, you know, mentioned here, we've in the past at least seen somewhat rumors, okay? Somewhat rumors about a UK-based region. So now with that image that we saw in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, that looks like the UK essentially, but it's been like, you know, vertically, you know, twisted or whatever you want to call it. It's been like, you know, horizontally positioned. So I'm just kind of like, okay, if this ends up being real, and this parts of this, not everything here, okay, there's no way this all could be real, but parts of this, you know, nitpicked out could be potentially real. Would be really cool, because I think, like, this sort of gimmick that is mentioned right here, this sort of gimmick could work, in all honesty. It could really work. This is the sort of shit that, like, they would definitely be able to just pull out of their ass and be like, hey, here you go. Here's something new. Here's something new. Hey, you like Megas? You like Z-moves? Well, guess what? We're going to give you something in between. So, I don't know, I mean, I think it sounds interesting. How realistic it would be, I don't know, but I don't know, guys. Either way, I want to know your thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys feel about this? Do you think it sounds real? Bullshit? I don't know. Either way, let me know in the comments down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.